Alright. So, funny story is, thought Dark Souls Remastered was going to be released on the 25th of May, and I believe it's the 23rd, might be the 24th when this gets uploaded, but turns out they decided to make it 2 days early, which is really great, which was really, really amazing, and I immediately bought myself a copy instantaneously, and now here it is in all of its amazing. Oh my god. I'm just so excited. It's been a very long time since I've played the original Dark Souls. My experience with the genre is I played Dark Souls 3, loved it so much I bought the first two games online, and then I played Dark Souls 1 and I played Dark Souls 2, and I absolutely loved both of them. And now, years later, we have Dark Souls Remastered being re-released with more fame than it was really originally done. And the big thing that I'm so excited about is that so many new people are going to get to play this game. Like, that's the ultimate goal of this playthrough is going to be, is I want as many people as possible to play this game. Because Dark Souls, whether you like the genre that Dark Souls has created or you don't, that doesn't really matter. What matters is this is a game that has just had a massive impact on the entire it's had impact on the entire thing, right? The entire gaming space has in some way been affected by Dark Souls, and it's really a game to experience. Anyways, on to what I'm doing. I'm going to be building a sorcerer, because I have never done a sorcerer in any Dark Souls game, right? So hopefully this will be a learning experience. And for those of you who don't know about Dark Souls, there is an item called the Master Key. Now, if you pick the Master Key, there is an entire area of the game that's very hated that you can skip just by using this key. Hence why I'm not going to take it. I normally do take it, but because I just want this playthrough to go on and show everybody all the parts, I'm not going to take the Master Key. I feel in 20 or 30 parts when I get to the Master Key area, I'm going to very, very much regret not taking it, but here we are. I'm going to take the Black Fire Bomb, because it's kind of the only one. It's the Black Fire Bomb or the Witch's Ring, which I'm not a fan of that. Very slim. Face, I don't really care about. You're almost never gonna see your character's face in this game, so I'm just gonna go. The hair is a bit more important. I guess I'll go with braided, cause I don't know. That's a texture bug right there. Color, where is it? Dark purple, near extinct race. And yeah, so begins a Dark Souls playthrough. Yes. I named him Spellcheck, because, yeah. I'll be quiet now. Let you enjoy this.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Leto unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign.
What an amazing intro to a game. Just absolutely perfect.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
It's not a good fate. Like those bales of hair are just covered in shit. That's where my character's been shitting all the entire time. Walk over their shit in the corner, then walk back to the clean corner. Oh, that neck. Don't know if you saw that neck tearing there. Hi, friend. Very shiny thing you dropped for us. I do find it interesting how he could tell that our character was not one of the crazy hollows and one that actually presumably had a mind. Anywho, this is, if you spend a lot of time in this game customizing how your character looks, when you get into the game, you're going to be met with something similar to this. Now, this is not the character we made, and that's because we are a hollow, and when a person dies and loses their humanity, they look like this. And then after a long time of looking like this, if they don't find something to keep them sane, then they kind of go crazy. And that's the plot of Dark Souls. I'm going to stop right here and say that if you have not played this game, you will never find a better time in your entire life to break into this game than this, right? Dark Souls Remastered is out now. You want to start playing right now. I would feel shitty if I found out that this spoiled the game for somebody, because this is a game that just it's had such an effect on me personally. Like, this has shaped the way I view games as a whole. And I'm pretty sure these are all dev messages, yeah, telling us things I already know. I did look at the control scheme before, but I saw no reason to change the controls, except I might change that for a strong attack. Although we're not going to be attacking with strong attacks or anything because, you know, with spells. And I don't think there's a point in the game where you actually want to use a melee weapon when you're doing a spell guide. There are things like the one you get from this butterfly later on you can use. There's also a fuck, what's it called? It's evading me. The name is evading me. The Moonlight Greatsword. That is what you want to do. Now, before I open this door, I'm gonna go into my key settings and find out which one uses item. So that's switch item. Use item is R. Okay. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna meet a good old friend of mine. You can see him up there. Now, just gonna run forward here. This is the Asylum Demon. Oh my god, I'm rusty. You'll see how I only did 2 damage with my attack there. And that's because you don't do damage to him in this encounter. Unless you pick the Black Firebomb. I'm dead. Unless you pick the Black Firebomb. This is the only way to kill him on this encounter. Is if you pick this. And I don't know why. You might have seen it there, but for some reason my mind thinks that shift is my dodge, and I keep pressing it even though I've never played Dark Souls on the PC before. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Okay, if I died to him right there, I would have been angry. Anywho, this gives us... you encounter him later on, because he is the first boss. And if you beat him there, you do not get the Demon's Great Hammer. You can only get this item if you pick the Black Firebombs as your starting item. Now, because I'm a spellcaster, I'm never going to use it. Right? That's just how it goes. You don't use weapons as a spellcaster. And if I can figure out how to get into my menu, I can show it to you. It does a lot. How do I... I'm still getting used to these menus, so you're gonna have to give me here. There we go. You'll see that this requires 46 strength. And our strength is at 9. So we're not gonna be using this in this playthrough. This is like an item... Ooh, excuse me. This is like an item you get at the end of the game. Virtually, like, at least level 50, and your max level at the end of the game should be, unless they changed it, around 120 or so. So, yeah. Not gonna be using that. And this is the only bonfire in the game, to my knowledge, that's like this, but you can attune your magic or you can leave. Attuning magic is you select which magic you want to use. We only have 1 spell, so we're not going to do that. So now we just go and continue on with the level. Man, the fact that shift is not dodge or anything is legitimately fucking me up. Here's another bonfire right here. And the reason this is here is because they expect you to try and fight him, take a few hits, and then leave. So it's basically just a health restore station. There's our small leather shield. But we don't use shields, because we aren't a pussy. We'll let him go. Alright. We're gonna equip the small dagger and the small leather shield. This shouldn't affect our roll speed. That's how you block, okay. Oh my gosh, I didn't actually... That was cool. And get the backstab. One thing about this is, I'll let you know now. When you're behind an enemy, directly behind them, and I think this applies to the majority of enemies, you can do a backstab, which does a lot more damage than a normal attack. And backstabs in Dark Souls, this edition of it, are fucked. The majority of enemies can be backstabbed relatively easily, and you can just kill a lot of them. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen Indiana Jones, but you kind of have to jump off the stairs there, because what'll happen if you don't, that ball right here, it tracks you. Kind of hard, actually. It follows you. So, yeah. I'm gonna be quiet now.
Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably,
We are going to hear him out.
I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family, "Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know."
It's a long saying.
Know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Okay, so that was God, I can't remember his name. But he's something, and he's an Astoran knight. And basically his family had this very long saying that if you come here to this asylum, right, and you're trapped here and you leave, you could basically become the hero. Now, he either came here to become imprisoned and break out, or he came here to assist breaking out somebody who can go on and be the hero. And that's my understanding of him. And he's going to die, and when you die in Dark Souls, you become a hollow. You become a crazy hollow with everyone except for the main character, right? And he's going to die because he was on the roof of the building, and the Asylum Demon, the guy we just fought, hit him so hard he smashed through the roof, which is pretty horrible. And he's still alive. Some strong armor he's got. He unfortunately forgot to pick the black firebomb, so he didn't. And if we walk away, so he knows that he's going to go insane when he dies, and he doesn't want to hurt us after death. So what he's going to do is he's going to kill himself. And he's probably the saddest character in all of Dark Souls because of that. No matter how you play the game, he will always die at the beginning. He cannot be saved or redeemed in any way. Hello, son. I'm still getting used to the controls. Why? I forgot to lock on. Oh my god, I'm so rusty. I've been playing Warframe and other games where there is no lock on. There we go. I knew there was a guy. I knew there was a guy there. Right. Oh my gosh. There another one? Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna bother me. Okay. Equipment. Sorcerer's Catalyst. Just make sure this doesn't change my dodge. Let's go back into the menus and see what key changes my weapon. Keyboard and mouse. Switch right weapon, which is shift. There we go. And I was when I was building my character, and I did a test run of this game. By the way, this is a great view. I was deciding which character I wanted to play. I was very apprehensive about a sorcerer because I've heard that sorcery breaks the game and kind of just makes it so that it's really easy, and I didn't want it to be that case. And I was going to build a super strong guy because I normally go with a dexterity build. But then, you know, I was so nervous. This is kind of the first time I've recorded my voice, and I've been nervous about my voice in the past. But I just decided to do it. And a big note here is that if you hadn't killed him with the black firebomb, then there would be what's known as a fog gate up there. I think I went through it earlier in the video. And you could have done a plunging attack on the boss down here, which would have done a lot of damage to him. And normally when you kill him on the second encounter, not using the black firebomb, he would give you the key that opens the store, but because I killed him first, it just gave it to me. A store guy gave it to me. I think he's just known as the Nameless Knight. Anywho, where is it? I know it's somewhere around here. Is it here? There it is. Soul of a Lost Undead. That is a, I'll look at it right now. You're gonna see, this is probably one of the most common types of items in the game. They're basically an item, and when you pick it up, you gain souls. And souls are basically experience points, essentially. And you can use those to level up, and I'll talk about that when we actually level up. For now, I've got another cutscene to remember to be quiet for. So, yeah. One of my favorites, actually.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
And this, what you're seeing right here, everything this bird passed by through, is game. You can go to everywhere they just showed you, which is my favorite part. In Dark Souls, if you can see it, you can go to it. Anyways, another thing I wanted to point out, a lot of people were very angry about how, oh my god, it's a remaster and they're only changing the graphics. Right, and that's a problem a lot of people seem to have. I am not one of those people. When they said they were remastering it, I thought, amazing, they're going to make the graphics good, you know, without having to use a mod. And this is exactly what I wanted. I only really noticed it there, but the bird that picked me up looks amazing. It looks so much better than it did. So I'm gonna... This is... Someone just rang the bell. Oh my god, I haven't heard... Sorry. This is Bonfire Chan. And Bonfire Chan is gonna help me level up. So, what we can do is we can level up, which is this. And, where is it? This is how many souls are required to level up, and this is my total amount. And you'll level up things like this. Now, if you're watching this kind of as a tutorial, I'm gonna talk to you right now. Resistance, you never, ever, ever level up resistance. It is the most useless skill in the entire game. I'm going to burp, excuse me. Okay, it's useless. All it does is change your defenses, which it's just not worth it. Right? Then there's dexterity. If you want to be like a fast attacking sword user who uses like short swords, rapiers, that kind of thing, they do not as much damage as heavy weapons but attack much faster. You spec into dexterity, right? Now this changes your attacks a bit. If you want to be in the opposite spectrum and use strength, which is gigantic hammers that are going to hit very hard, stagger enemies usually, you spec into strength. If you're going to be a mage, you probably want to put some points into attunement because that affects how many spells you can have. You see it just went up there. I actually might want to put 1 point in that right away. No. And if you're also a mage, you want to put points into intelligence because this affects how powerful your spells are. Faith is what you use if you're doing a miracle build, which are like spells, but they use faith instead. Vitality is your health, and endurance is the god skill. You kind of want to put a lot of points in endurance. I'm probably not going to early on. I might put 2 points into it later on. But right now, I kind of want to put 2 points into there, and 1 point into there to get me another attunement slot. And I know I said just a few minutes ago that I didn't know that I've never done Mage before, but I do know all this. I've played this game quite a bit. Anywho, here's an odd part. So, I don't know how long these episodes are going to be. I might decide to make this just one episode super long or not, because I don't know how long of an episode I'm allowed to record. So I'm just going to be quiet for a second, and if I need to cut the recording, I'll cut it right here. Okay, if I cut the recording, welcome back. Otherwise, then we're just continuing, which is probably what's going to happen. Oh my goodness. So you may hear it, you may not. I don't know how the game audio, this episode is going to be, is more of really a big audio test. But every single time you hear a bell ring, that is another player in another, one of their games, ringing a bell. Right, so and there's a tough boss you need to beat in order to ring the bell, so every time you hear that bell, it is somebody achieving something very big and important to the game. And back when I played this on the Xbox, there it is again, it was kind of in the Twilight more years where there wasn't a lot of people doing it, and I rarely heard that sound. And now hearing it happen so often is filling my heart with joy that so many people are playing this game. Anywho, back to exploring. This is Firelink Shrine. We're going to be here for a while. There it is. This is, as fans have lovingly called him, Haircut.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thurland. Have you business with us? If not, I prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
He's an asshole. And he kind of knows he's an asshole, because right now...
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance. But I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this, as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
He gives us a copper coin, and I'm not sure if I remember this right, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, copper coins, they're useless. They don't have a use in the game, to my knowledge.
Oh my.
Right.
You again?
Yes, it's me again.
I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles?
And that's what he
Would that
does.
please you?
Yeah, sure. I'll
Very
learn some
well.
miracles.
Then first, a covenant with the gods.
And I actually got the achievement for this, but like right now you can't see it because I have Seam Overlay turned off. But if you join this covenant, you get imparted with the Way of White. I'm going to join it because, to my knowledge, there's no reason not to at this point in time. I'm not going to be in it for long because I don't care about the Way of White at all.
Now let me share my miracles. Only
He just
their
unzips his
ultimate
pants.
effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
Right, so you can buy miracles here. And I want to talk about miracles from a lore perspective, because these are really interesting. Spells are just like, okay, you read through it and you know how to do it. A miracle is a story of like a god or a hero. And they've written it down. And this story, combined with your faith in it, basically makes the spell happen. Which is not something I think I've ever seen before. Like, this is like a miracle with the story of somebody returning home or something, right? And that's how that works. Seek guidance, the story of someone seeking guidance of the gods. Great heal, these are all these. Oh. And you can also learn a gesture from some people. Gestures are,
The effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
don't care. I don't know the thing to open my gesture menu. I should figure that out in case we get invaded. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Gesture menu is G. These are just, gestures, basically. They don't really have a purpose outside of that. Over here, there is a elevator, I believe. No? Oh no, the elevator's by Haircut. There's some firebombs. The difference between a black firebomb and a normal firebomb is that black firebombs are stronger. And I think that's it. But up here, we'll find in our tour of Fire Keep, here is a elevator There's just 2 pits right now. No one stopped the elevator. It's not there at the moment. And an item up here. Another soul. Like I said before, you're going to be seeing a lot of these. I really need to put more points in my stamina when I remember to do that. Because that much stamina is not going to do it. And I forgot to do something before, which is talk to this guy.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling it won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
Okay. He has some more dialogue, and the dialogue he has is going to insult you some more, and it's going to explain humanities, which I'll get to right after this. I just wanted to point out how the Astora guy who died explained how his family saying is, oh, go and ring the Bell of Awakening, but he already knows about it, so that it means either he has been in the Undead Asylum releasing dozens of undead to come over here and ring the bell, or it's not actually his family saying and he just says that. Which I think is fun. Anyways, let me explain, before I go down there, what humanity is. Because this is complicated. You'll see here that there are 2 options, Kindle and Reverse Humanity. And whenever you rest at a bonfire, you get a certain amount of Estus, which is my health. Health potions, essentially. I haven't used one yet because I'm a god at this game. Gonna regret saying that. But, and an unkindled bonfire will give you 5 Estus, which is fine. And if you kindle it once, it'll give you 10. And you can't kindle this first bonfire, it will always give you 10, because there's something underneath it which I'll get to in a minute, and you're gonna hear me say that a lot. But, kindling just increases the amount of health potions you get. And this is useful for, say, there's one bonfire nearby a boss, and you're having trouble with the boss, you can kindle the bonfire to give you more health potions and give you another chance. Oh, mouthful. And how you get humanity is by using, humanities. You just gave them these. These can be used as a health potion, and they'll also give you 1 humanity, which you can see just to the right, to the left of, God, I don't know my left and right. God, I'm 18 years old. Anyways, just to the left of my health bar, you'll see 0, 0. I believe the maximum you can have is 99 humanity. And basically, that's humanity. That is... And you can use the humanity to turn your character human, which I'm not going to do. It basically makes your character look not like a piece of jerky, is how I hear it called. It makes your character look, well, human. And it also opens you up to online play, which is a good and a bad thing, because if you're human, you can get invaded by another player who enters your world to kill you. And I don't really like the PvP in Dark Souls. I've never really enjoyed it. I prefer to just go about my business and not be interrupted, but it is pretty good, so if you want to do that, you can. I'm not going to be doing it. The other thing is, you need to be human in order to kindle a bonfire. So if I want to kindle this up to 10, then what I would do is I'll use 2 humanities, turn myself human, then kindle the bonfire. And that's how I do it. And there's something I forgot to mention about this guy, which is, you can kill him. I'm not going to, because he's a tough fight, hence these bloodstains. You can see somebody getting killed. He tried to parry him and got killed. This guy can and will kick your ass pretty hard. And you might have known before that I mentioned that this bonfire will give you 10 Estus, other than the normal 5. And that's because she's underneath it. This, she's had her tongue cut out so she can't talk, is a firekeeper. Her soul is what is burning up there. That is what is fueling the bonfire, right? And yeah, it's a pretty shitty job, but she seems okay with it. When there's a way to make her talk. Oh my god, I almost fell off the edge. Later on, but probably not going to do much about that. Right now, we want to run all the way down here. And this is an elevator. And it goes down. I actually really do like the color of hair and hairstyle I chose. And this is a lever in case you need to bring it back down. Oh my god, hold on. Did you hear that? Yeah, if you listen carefully, you can hear it there. There are like some ghost sounds happening, which I don't remember happening the first time. So that might have been something to handle. There is another soul. This one gives you more stuff. And come on, title card. There we go. New Londo Ruins. And everything you see, this whole sunken castle in the distance, you can go to all of it, which is great. And I'm going to show you this up here. Now, here's the thing. It's locked. If you chose the master key, you can open this door. Alright? That's what the master key does, and it lets you into that whole area. I didn't pick it because I really want myself to suffer. I'm actually greatly regretting not picking it already. And we want to kill this guy. Don't fall. He fell. And he took his item with him. I'm gonna... Okay, what I've decided to do just now is I'm going to come back in between the game and get his item. He drops the binoculars, which they just zoom in. Wait, what? What the hell? What the fuck? Hold on, where is it? Like, first of all, you can't even see the bloodstain, but he either just decided to die, or he thought the staircase continued. Anywho, he is wearing the same hat as us, and that's because...
This is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on earth... Well, I shouldn't pry. I'm Ricky from Vinheim.
He's from the same place as us.
Established Smith. Look at you now. Can you believe it?
Yes, I can. Anyway, he's a mage like us, but he's a magic blacksmith, is my understanding. And he's been locked in there for who knows how long. He somehow managed to keep his sanity, and I think he's hovering off the ground there? I can't tell, but keep talking to him.
Have you? Oh no. Don't worry. No intention of escape. It's safe here. Can't bear the thought of going hollow out there. Although, I must admit, not much to occupy myself. How about this? I could forge your weapons, albeit with rather minimal tools. I'll show you what made me the best in Vinheim.
So I don't know why the best in Vinheim is here. Oh, he sells heavy soul arrow. I'm gonna want that. I'll need to remember to come back. I don't know what he's doing here, but
Smithing helps soothe my nerves.
basically,
Don't let me wither
every
away.
hollow has something that keeps them sane. Like, presumably our hollow is sane because he is on a quest he's focused on. He's gonna do the quest, right? But others have a something like, oh, I'm the best blacksmith ever. Smithing is what I do, and that focus keeps them from going into basically these guys. What keeps him sane is the knowledge of him being safe, which is kind of weird. And we just picked up the S-Stock there, which is one of my favorite weapons in real life, but not in this game. There's a texture error. If I had the binoculars, I could zoom in on it and show you it, but unfortunately, I don't. And we want to pull out our knife here and slash that. Because he drops a transient curse. Now up ahead, you're going to see them. There are ghosts. And you can only kill a ghost and hurt them if you're using either A, a specific sword, or B, you have basically eaten one of these curses. I'm not going to do it right now because I have no intention of surviving. Oh my god. I don't know if he can see me. He might have, but that scared the fuck out of me. I thought that was a ghost coming behind me to backstab me. They don't look anything like that. The ghost that you just saw me fuck around with is another player, and I'm getting a glimpse into basically his world. But, that scared me. I think the ghost is gonna be up ahead. There's a lot of ghosts. Oh, there he is. Hello, friend. Yep, there they are. And what I'm doing is there's a item somewhere around here. I think it's... Oh my god. I can't find it. I can't find it. Oh my god. This is bad. I don't want to die this early. Get away from me. Don't touch me. There it is. I can see it. Out of the way. We got it. So, in Dark Souls, if you pick up an item, you keep it. You don't lose it. Wait, I rested at the bonfire. You don't lose it. And what we just got is a Firekeeper soul. Now, if I have taught you anything, you can ignore everything I've said about not putting points into resistance and not attacking that guy. And that's fine. But learn this. Do not use this item as it tells you to. Right, this is the soul of a Firekeeper, the lady who's underneath the bonfire, and it can be used to, you can use it and gain a large amount of souls from it that you can use to level up. Never do that. Ever. If I see you do that, if you do that, I will know. And I will not be happy. And the reason why is because you come over here, and you click that item, and you give the soul to her, and you can see that my Estus Flask now has a +1 next to it. My Estus Flask will now permanently heal me more. Before it would heal me a set amount, now that amount it heals me for has increased. And that is why you shouldn't use it to gain souls. Maybe? Huh, I didn't know you could come out here. There's nothing over here. Yeah, there's nothing over here. So many years and I never knew about that. This is just a little pool area that'll come handy later. This statue has lore significance because as far as we can tell, the baby she's holding is Gwyn's firstborn, we think. I could be wrong. And what's next to it is a magical chest. Now, if you delete a key item in the game, one of the many items that you need to progress, it will appear in this chest. So that's basically saving. You can save your game, essentially. I don't know why I explained it like that. You don't save your game at it, but that can save your game if you accidentally delete the Lord Vessel. There's another soul there. And now we're going to come over here. Actually, we're not. We're going to come up here. There's a bird there. There's the bird that took us here. You can shoot at it. I'm not going to because I like the bird. I actually don't know what happens if you shoot at it. I should try it sometime. I don't know why, but now I don't talk this often. This is the first time I've recorded something like this. And I normally don't talk this much. And now when I'm talking, there's a painful vibration in my nose. And I don't know why. Comment below if you know what the fuck's happening to me. I really hope this isn't cancer. Anyways, this is a little graveyard. And I'm coming here. These skeletons, you can't kill them at the moment. They're too powerful, but there are a lot of items down here. So I'm just gonna kind of do a run, a suicide run essentially, and just grab all the items. there's a two-handed weapon. There's a very large giant skeleton. A spear. Oh my god. Whoa. Oh my god, I can hear them. They shouldn't be able to follow me. Yeah, I think, yeah, they just walk backwards after a certain distance. Let's talk about the items I just got. So I got some souls, obviously. And then I got, this real hander. That's not how you say it. I don't know how you say it. This is a... I swear to God, I just heard a skeleton walking behind me just then. How strange. Anywho. This is basically the go-to strength item you get early on. You only need 24 strength to use it, and it hits hard. If you're doing a strength build, you want to use that. I got the wing spear, which is a spear. I do not like any spear in the game with one notable exception, and that's kind of all we got. I'd just like to take a minute to be quiet and just let you listen to this amazing music. That is the Firelink's Shrine OST, and man, that shit will lower your heart rate. Really good. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly equip all these souls and level up. No. So unfortunately, actually I don't actually know. Hold on. We need to figure this out. Oh my god. So in the original Dark Souls that's not been remastered, you can only use items one at a time. They've changed that. Which is pretty goddamn amazing. That's gonna come in handy later on. Anywho. Now we level up. Actually, before we level up, I want to... I thought, for some reason I thought I had bought the spell earlier. I guess, oh, sorry about that, burped. I'm just gonna put my intelligence up to 20, and that's probably where I'm gonna leave it. What I want to do before I do anything else is I want to put 2 points into vitality so it's an even 10, probably get my attunement back up and back to 20, and then, not back to, but up to 20, and then get my endurance up to 10. That's probably what I'm gonna be. Yeah, confirm. Alright. Now, as you may have noticed, since we got here, there's been 2 paths. There's been down there, and then there's been the graveyard. Do not go to either of these paths. They're high level. You can, but you don't want to. Where you actually want to go is this way. And I can't shake the feeling I forgot some item over here. We'll find it later. You're going to be coming back to Firelink a lot, but you want to go this way. And this is where you naturally want to go in the game. Oh my goodness. I don't know how to switch target. Oh, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. It's been a long time since I played. It's been a very long time since I've played. Man, this is the first time, again, I've recorded A, this game, B, my audio. I've done some other things in the past. And I'm really paranoid about this not picking up on my audio or gameplay audio or something. So, if I find out that I've just spent 40 minutes recording nothing, I'm gonna be real sad. Okay. Can I lock onto him? Oh, I can. probably should have switched my dagger instead of racing that, but... Retrieval! So, when you die, you leave your current amount of souls on the ground, and you can just pick it back up. But if you die twice in a row, the previous one will be deleted permanently, which sucks. I swear I locked onto him. There we go. I'm running out of soul arrows. One thing that I'm sure you may have noticed, ragdoll physics. There's an item over there. And we're gonna go over there later because an NPC will move there, but that item is a ring of sacrifice. And basically, when you wear it, when you die, you won't lose your souls. But it breaks after you wear it, and you have to get it repaired. And because I don't intend on dying in a way that'll permanently lose me my souls, I'm not gonna worry about it. So yeah. Jeez, I don't remember there being this many items. Be wary of left. Smart. Here's a rat. Oh my gosh. This disgusting rat looks so good. Like, oh my god, it's... So these rats will poison you when you attack them. And, yeah, if you look at its jaw, you can see why. It's got pus on its jaw. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, it's nasty. Oh, no, it's nasty. I'm Bill Cosby. Just kidding, I'm not. I'm very sad I can't do Bill Cosby voice anymore. Now that he's, you know, rapist. And welcome to the Undead Burg. What probably might be the best, most well-designed part in the entire game. If you break these boxes, there's a secret area. Excuse me? Okay. I don't think I can hit him, so I'm just gonna leave him there. I'm not having my magic equipped because, yeah. Oh my god. Which button heals? I should have found out which button this was. Use item is R. Oh, so I just R when I have Estus Flask equipped. Okay. There we go. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, there's nothing over here. Man, Undeadburg. This is an area that you're not really going to be coming back to unless you miss something, which I'm not going to be. But its enemy placements and everything about it is just perfect. I don't know why he hurt me. Hold on. I should figure out how to parry, because I'm going to need to parry. Because there's a certain enemy coming up. Well, not coming up, but that will come up eventually. That I'm going to need to parry in order to beat. Where the hell am I? Okay. It's really, like, I talked a lot about how I love this game and I don't know why I just got some souls, or why that sound just happened, but I talked about how, oh, I'm so good at this game, and I'm end up saying, oh, I don't know, where am I? Right? Healing. Ooh, there is a guy in here. I was about to say I don't remember if there's a guy in here or not. I don't think there's anything underneath all these, but rolling over stuff in Dark Souls is fun, so I'm gonna roll over them. That was a fog gate. You can't see beyond them until you press a button and then you will enter them. But still. Item under here. I can hear guys moving. Anyways. Wait. Huh. How interesting. Hold on. Right, that's how you jump. Okay, I'm gonna take a long time to make this jump, and the reason I'm gonna do this is because I was under the impression that you couldn't make this jump, but somebody did, and there's a sign, and there's a mark there, and I need to make it. Like, for years, I've thought that this jump, just not possible, but apparently someone made it across, and they put one of these there. This is an affront to my honor. Like, I need to make this. Like, oh my god. I know I'm saying like a bunch, but this has legitimately, like, shattered my... Okay, my understanding of what that means is almost nothing. It's something that never happened when people were playing the game. It was something relating to one of the covenants, but it never happened to me when I played it, and that corpse looked like it was attacking me. I was like, oh my god, a guy's ran up behind me and is gonna backstab me. But no, it was just a corpse. Okay, I don't know how he made that jump, but this cannot be entertaining, so I'm just gonna not do it. Oh my god, you look so good now! That dragon looked very pretty. Jumped into the air. Oh my god. Alright. Where do I want to go? I'm running low on soul arrows. But I don't give a fuck. So I'm gonna kill these guys. Oh my god, that was so easy. That was so easy. These guys, they pull up their shield. And on console Dark Souls and in Dark Souls, there's the kick button, which you knock down a shield. But I've never been able to do it for the life of me. And I've always struggled with doing it because the controls on the console are kind of weird, but...
Well now, then you won't.
Yeah, whatever. This guy is not important. Well, he is, but he's not important. This allows you to view and rate messages. How much? That's 50, that's 100 souls. Okay, I'll buy that. He sells the residence key, the repair box, and the bottomless box. I don't think... Right, so that's a 3,000 required souls, so that means that's 1,000. I don't think I'm going to be buying the bottomless box, but the residence key is an easy buy. And he also sells dagger, he sells a bunch of weapons, and shields, including the heater shield, and he sells the chain set.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you kindly. He has a great voice actor, though. I think it's the same voice actor, but again, it's been a long time. Use item. Use all. I actually don't think I need to buy the repair box from him. But I'm gonna buy it anyways. I should be able to just get it really quickly, because I know where I can get some souls at. So I should be able to buy it, and I'm gonna come back and buy it. There we go. Gotta get that stagger going. Oh my god! There we go. I don't think there's a way to climb ladders faster in this game. There is in Dark Souls 2, I think. Don't know if it's on 3, because 3 is probably the game I'm most unfamiliar with in the whole thing, but... You get to it from here! Oh, that... I've never been here before. This is actually an amazing thing. Is there anything up here? There is! I know exactly what this message is. It wasn't what I thought it was. How could you not... well, I got the crossbow. That's good. I'm gonna need to get the, do I actually have that? How do I, hold on, I gotta look this up. I know this is, an episode where there's a lot of looking up keys, but it's an item, isn't it? It's totally an item. Okay, so where is my soapstone? Okay. Here we go. Right message. Try Gosh, what's it called? Whatever. I was gonna try and put down the phrase, I think it's like try, finger butthole, but I don't think it's in this game, which would really suck. Because I think that, you know, butthole has been in every game. Every Dark Souls game has butthole in it, but maybe the first one doesn't. I don't know, I never really wrote any messages. I only wrote one message, and that was in Dark Souls 2, and there was some slim figure there on the console edition of Dark Souls 2, and there was like a slim figure, and I just walked up to her and I put the message beanpole ahead. And apparently that was very popular, because a few days later I checked it and it had like 300 upvotes. And I was like, wow. And you know, sometimes I just think back and I go, I wonder how many upvotes it has now. This is a bonfire. I'm going to light it, but I'm not going to sit at it yet. Because when you sit at a bonfire, it resets all the enemies in the area. And I don't want to do that, so... Why did it lock onto that one? So first of all, catalyst. Okay, that gave me 60. So, I'm out of soul arrows, which... I shouldn't have done that! So now I get to fight these guys. Come on. Backstab! Backstab! Remember when I said backstabs were busted? Yeah. I'm gonna kill those guys. My goal is to get 200. Because I want to end the video on a specific part. I am gonna put a message here. There. I swear I can hear people walking. I think they're just the guys above me. Right message. Be wary of... There's a... You can hear him walking. And that's like actually... Oh. I feel like that got put there just as soon as I... So, whatever. Here's a chest. And what I want to point out is, see how the chain is... let me break this table first. See how the chain is curled how it is? Just remember that that's how chests should be. Not going to tell you why you need to know that, but keep that in mind. Mine's better. The reason I'm using firebombs here is because you never really get a chance to use them. Okay, now that that's done, I'm gonna come back. Run all the way. Now we're in for a long run. Run all the way back. All the way. All the way back. Did you see that blue? I don't know. Rewind the video and see if there's like a blue splatter there. Because I swear I saw that. And I missed an item he dropped. The battle axe. That is a one-handed strength weapon. Anyways, we're going to talk to you. And we're going to purchase... Whoa, no. I accidentally bought it.
Oh, thank you very much. Come back soon.
He's very nice when you buy something, but if you don't buy something, he's very mean. Anywho, I want to know, real quick. Toggle display. Okay, so when you cast a spell, it doesn't reduce the durability of your catalyst. That's good to know. So now I don't have to worry about buying the repair box. And the reason I want to buy it from early... Oh my god, he didn't die.
Gone mad, have you? I'll teach you, you
Why won't I use Firebomb?
Yulia! Yulia!
Firebomb! I'm pressing R. Thank you. Fucking Christ. So I killed him, and he dropped a dried finger and humanity. I didn't know he actually dropped a dried finger, actually. And you pillaged his body to get the Uchi katana.